baby, there's going to be a nasty fucking war.
Yeah, but well, I don't like you turning on me at the end. I must say I don't like that at all.
What should I have said? No, I know Lena for many years, and she would never say that.
He had a kind of over-the-top, dramatic way of being.
Yeah, I'll talk to Hunter now. Yeah, okay. Hunter, how are you?
Hunter always had to have a running crisis going on of some type or other to animate him, to get him going.
What disease? I mean, do you think is it a potentially serious thing? Brain damage. I see.
Hunter did everything for effect. He was not ever happy, I don't believe, when things were stable and trained.
Hunter was a force of nature. Hunter would sit very still and very straight with his arms up like this, waiting. And all of a sudden, he would get a jolt, and he would type.
He also had deadlines, and Hunter never met a deadline.
He was completely behind deadline. He hadn't written a word, and everything on was calling and screaming.
Hunter was at that time carrying around the Mojo wire,
Just insert the document.
which was a suitcase-sized portable transmission machine.
In just 6 minutes or less, an exact copy of the document can be received anywhere in the country.
He said, well, I got to do the story. I said, well, you haven't written the story. He said, doesn't matter. He said, just when I tell you to, just take the plug and unplug it, in and out on the machine. He called up, Gonzo.
Well, it doesn't seem to be working. The entire place is shut down because everything has been done except these 4 pages you've been holding up for Hunter.
I was usually the guy at 2 or 3 in the morning who had to be there to get the feed from Hunter.
And he took the fax machine and held the phone in his and destroyed it. And then he went in this rave about some editor on the other end, then hung the phone up and went to the box.
Jan was generally so happy with the kind of stuff that Hunter was turning in that it didn't matter. It was just merely a damned inconvenience for us.
The editor's note says, after long, heavy, and occasional brutal negotiations, Dr. Thompson is back on the payroll. His gibberish will appear irregularly in unpredictable lengths on a wide variety of subject matter. We have total confidence in him for good or ill.
After Vegas, it was clear what an enormous talent Hunter was, and what the energy and the reporting level. And here was going to be he was going to be better than anybody else at Rolling Stone.
Would you have any other place to publish your stuff if it wasn't for Rolling Stone? Oh yeah, not too many places to pay for it.
So it was always looking for what would be next for Hunter, what would be the next assignment, what's the biggest thing we could think of. I came with the idea that he should move to Washington and become a full-time correspondent for the McGovern campaign. 2 of the classical works of American politics come out of that campaign, out of that assignment for Rolling Stone. One is Fear and Loathing on a Campaign Trail by Hunter, and Boys on a Bus by Tim Krause, who was one of our little junior stars, but he wanted to be up there and cover the campaign. But sure, go right ahead, and you can help Hunter while you're at it.
Part of the reason I was there was to take care of him. And what I felt from him, from the very beginning, was a sense of protection. And we became a